No bits of
Packers!
English. What?
Packers! Okay.
In a crowded library that has a book for every story you could imagine and more, today is one of the few where the speaker takes place of the normal orators. Children and adults alike fitting in where they can in the cozy common area, tentatively looking towards her. Tell us about the Red King, one excited child speaks before being quickly silenced. Despite the action most would call rude, the speaker gives a smile and looks out to the child. Yes, that is a good story. Perhaps I may grace all of your ears with it on this day. She moves to one of the shelves that encircle the common area and thumbs through a few tomes before pulling one out and placing it on the table. It is always good to know your heritage, especially from a man so wealthy who began with common reach, just like you and I. Her warm voice fills the room as she starts reading from a book labeled Rise of the Red King. It began in a small town of Tyrane, well known for its well-stocked bakery at the center of town known as the Delighted Duck, run by Sabrina Dougal and her husband Samson Dougal. The day had been like any other. The training of future guardsmen had been going on since the brink of dawn, and Winston, the baker's son, working alongside his companions to be future soldiers. Now here we are. After about a reasonable 6 to 8 hours of training, getting up right as the sun was, you all have been either working on your training or in general being in the area, whether it's because you are working as the healer or otherwise just advising on the situation, or maybe you're just bored, depending. It's been a long day, but the captain has told you that it is time for you all to rest, and Winston very quickly scurried off to the bakery, leaving you all to sort of follow behind at your leisure.
Well, that was a rough session, Staszrich.
Yes, you really do need to be careful on where you're swinging that sword, though.
Hey, less than 10 bruises this time, though.
Yes.
That's because there were 9 bruises. Does not mean you get to award yourself, Rune. The captain speaks up, sharpening the blades before setting them back on their racks.
Well, I think it does. That's a record.
Unfortunately.
Andrew, back me up.
Wait, am I there? I thought we were at the big...
No. We're just
walking to it.
We're walking to
We
it,
just
yeah.
finished training.
You're going to the bakery.
Yeah.
Y'all
I
just
didn't think
finished.
I was with you two when I went to the bakery. I thought I was going to the bakery from the farm.
I pulled you
No,
here
we're training. We train.
through my dialogue. I don't know.
The conceit is all of you are here for one reason or another, whether you just finished a delivery from the farm or something, up to you.
Yeah, but I thought it was those two were walking to the farm and I was like coming to the...
All three of you are walking to the bakery now.
Alright.
Yes.
Okay. I misunderstood where I was in this.
You also need to be careful on where you let the blades hit you.
Yeah, no kidding.
I told you it's not growing.
Andrew
Okay.
will say with, you know...
His little stub.
The little stub. Like, while I've been able to find a temporary fix, I do still want kind of the permanent one where my arm shall grow.
Your arm is not going to grow back, Andrew. I keep telling you that.
Nothing of the kobolds!
Yes, I do!
No, you don't. You're a freaking human healer.
I have medical textbooks.
Yeah, but you haven't. No.
Do they cover kobolds? I asked Staszrich.
Do I make a check here to recall knowledge? Is a good question.
Up to you.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me hold on.
Can,
Let me see what I can do with recall knowledge. I'm gonna see if I
Absolutely.
can do that.
Into, or no?
Recall knowledge
I
about
do
disease.
not.
Oh, I
I
can.
do
I
not
can.
operate in a.
I can
I do
actually.
not operate in the realm of hidden rules.
Okay. I love the hidden rules. Meanwhile. Oh, what? Can't do. Hold on. Hey, stop telling me I'm disconnected. I want to turn off my risky surgery. There. Okay.
You're gonna perform surgery to recall knowledge, huh?
No, I'm using my medicine to recall knowledge.
And it can roll even though the game is paused, correct?
Yes.
The game is no longer paused.
Okay,
But also-
so sample recall knowledge tasks.
With that recall knowledge, kobolds are not something that is commonly brought up in most medical textbooks. You've had the luck of working under someone who has had a very varied experience. So while your general textbooks don't give you extreme knowledge on a lot of things, and just going off of the base humanoid structure, you have, while limited as the kobold's numbers are extremely limited in this world, you do have some knowledge from the sort of additional notes given to you by your trainer that you do know for a fact that this kobold is likely not growing their arm back, although there are not any cases of kobolds losing arms, so it is sort of still a question mark.
You know, I will say, Andrew, that your particular case has not been documented.
Exactly, so there is a chance.
However, it also means that recovery from such a case is also not documented.
I'm hopeful.
Fool.
Agreed, please.
Calm down.
That is the market that is represented by these buildings with purple tile roofs is bustling as normal. There's generalist trade not represented on the map. There's also a trader in town who came in from outside. Sort of an average day in Tyrane. While it is a very small town, it is bustling all the same with the few people that are there. Just generally taking in the sights and feeling the nice autumn air.
What is this trader peddling?
Ah, yes. I see that you have come to see what Zillion has to offer today. I have many small tinctures for you to look through. This
Tinctures,
one,
you say?
yes. This one here can give you hair like a lion's mane. This one here says that even the finest duchess would consider you like more royal than a duck.
I'm going to
Oh, that's very
take
royal.
a look at that potion. Do I want to call him out
Yes.
on? I'm assuming that he's bullshitting us.
And something that you could make
May
some
I?
sort of perception check to determine if he is bullshitting you.
Yes, I will sense motive. How do I roll
Before
perception?
you sense
Oh, I see it.
motive on that,
Yes.
Andrew is going to say, that potion that you have there with the hair growth bit, how does that work exactly? Can it be applied as a balm to any section of the body?
Okay, you went in a different direction. I was just wondering if it worked on Kobold.
Honestly, I was like, oh, let's just try to put it on my arm thing, and if it grows enough hair, can I just braid it into an arm?
24 versus his
Hair
deception
arm?
deception
A hair
DC
arm.
to see if he is bullshitting us.
I'm assuming
But
it's all
first off,
tinfoil.
Zillion looks to the kobold and is like, ah, yes. Unfortunately, my tinctures do not function for one that is as hairily challenged as one as yourself. You do not have anything from the hair to try to even grow from. And then something that you noticed, Staszrich, is that while it is definitely a bit overselling it, this guy is legitimately offering products that you that you generally understand. The
Hmm.
thing
This is
that is
shampoo.
being yes, one of these is like a shampoo effectively, and the other is sort of like a perfume. He is overhyping products at worst that
Look,
are considered more luxury goods versus
barely,
you know.
barely more than a snake oil salesman, Andy. Do not buy any of his wares.
Now.
What I needed is more than there is no point for me to buy it anyway.
Come now, surely such a fine man as yourself could use with a little additive to your attraction.
No.
Smell from such a thing like this. This gives like a very slight waft of the smell in the air, and while it does smell quite calming, it is definitely something that you know is like mediocre in effect at best. But again, this is
Yeah, no.
much less of a modern society, so this is
Yeah.
still like these are potions in many people's eyes as is.
When he tries to waft the perfume towards me, Staszrich will just brush it away from his nose. Just like...
Understandable.
Now, how much for that perfume?
Oh, no.
Yes.
I don't call it perfume. Never mind. I call it just that tincture.
Rune! Rune.
This tincture cost you 5 copper, because you are such a refined man as yourself.
Rune, I can brew something up for you. Just give me some time. And I will do it for free.
Look, support the local businesses, okay?
He's not local. He is a traveler from a different land.
Yeah, the local traveling businesses.
This is a man that understands commerce.
Yeah. Now, let me tell you something. I got nothing on me right now. So I'm sorry for window shopping, but I will come back. I think that would make a great gift for someone I know. How long will you be staying?
Yes. I'll be staying until the next fortnight.
Hold on.
It's all good then. I'll see you later.
Of course, of course.
Actually, I need to check my wallet real quick. Where the frick is my wallet? Yes, I do have the money if you want to pay me back later.
Oh, no, I can't do that.
5 copper.
And Andy, you know me.
Here. And, kind of get a little hush-hush away from Staszrich.
Okay.
I'll lean down.
That's clearly a deterrent of Staszrich. So maybe we have to, maybe not right now.
Hey!
Reasons why we may have to
Deal.
fade him. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to buy one of the potions. Or,
Are you already planning for Staszrich to be exactly like his sorry?
No, but I'm planning on being a ship poster.
Because, I mean, Staszrich's an asshole. He's not going to be a sorry, though.
Would you like this to go into Andrew's inventory or Rune's inventory?
You hold on to it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll hold on to it for now.
Okay.
It was 5,
So-
right?
Yes, 5 copper.
I have learned how to do this. Although, I do have another thing in mind that can always be a deterrent of any character on this traveling group.
Okay.
I'm scared.
Oh.
Let me,
What is
Do you have a kazoo?
I don't have a kazoo.
You're gonna be fucking belting out kazoo, kid.
What's the skill checks on here? Is that the... Okay, that's there.
Yeah, +2 to performance. Is that trained?
Untrained.
Yeah, okay, my performance was a little bit better than I thought it was.
Nope, we're... If you two are finished, let's follow Winston to the bakery.
Alright.
Hold up. Yeah, I'd sing a song along to the tune, but it's just horrible. It is the worst.
You know, the sad part is it was originally going to be an ocarina, but now that I've made that sound, it's like, yeah, we're going to go with kazoo. Even though I don't think that exists yet in the universe, but...
Yeah, you can have a kazoo.
Okay.
So someone has cracked the technology on kazoos. Like kazoos are things that you can just. It is.
Actually,
It is. It is a strange ocarina at worst.
actually, I do kind of want to challenge that because duck calls may have existed for hunting purposes for a while. So, in a sense, it could be a duck call, but
Look, Andy,
Exactly.
let's go
A
along with the
kazoo-
plot.
A kazoo is a wondrous instrument in this setting. You are correct. Secondarily, if you check your inventory, you now have an item called the Pink Tincture of Smells. It has 10 uses, and when you use it, you do smell slightly nicer.
oh yeah, I forgot about the duck importance of this thing. So yeah, it would be a because it would work.
Yeah. That's right. It would.
So,
Yeah.
you now
Well,
enter the tavern. This band here, just so you know, this is the generic portrait that shows up whenever you place a creature on the board. So that is why they look like that, because things did not load in properly. We love it.
all right.
Yay.
But sitting at the bar is Samson Dougal. Winston is also sitting at the bar drinking a glass of water, cleaning themselves off after their training session. Samson is preparing a fresh loaf of finishing up a fresh loaf of bread that just got out of the oven, slicing it up and preparing it a la carte, just like as this place normally operates. It's a small sort of tavern-esque building in some ways, but generally all you all know it as is the bakery, but it is still sort of the common gathering place. Ah, Winston's friends. I see that you've all finished up. Take a seat.
Howdy, Samson. Not you, Staszrich.
I know, yes. I can infer.
There's a table over here for 3 people.
Alright then. Samson, do you mind if I brew some potions in your establishment?
Disturbing others.
Okay. Staszrich will start. Oh shit, it takes like hours to brew a potion though. Never mind.
Shouldn't you be doing that where there's like ventilation?
There's
Why, you bought
there's
the
multiple there's
bought-
multiple ventilations in the ceilings thanks to it being an active bakery.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
There are active ovens in here, not represented, but they are here.
Well, that's concerning. Your potion getting brewed into the bread because the fumes go into the.
Then that'll just be life bread.
Delicious
yes,
life
the
bread.
bread with the healing properties.
Delicious bread.
Every time I make bread, it's soup bread.
That is because you add too much water.
Now then, what can I have you for? A nice
soup.
slice and a pint?
A pint for me, thank you.
Yep. Pint and a slice for me.
Yes, and as it's brought over, Samson carrying on a wooden platter is a few pints of red wine, along with a freshly prepared sourdough.
Oh, so are we all sitting on this stool? I didn't know. I'll get over there.
Sorry. My screen is not updating all the way because of my
Not
connection
cooperating.
issues.
Gotta love it.
Well, I mean, on my screen, it's weird. It's like the combination of Sin and I's screen. Sin's screen has the background and the characters moving, whereas my screen has like the PCs moving.
You're like wearing glasses with 2 different lenses.
Yeah.
Gotta
Yeah,
love
and the
it.
fact is, her screen has everything blocked, but I am zooming in extremely because I know we're only supposed to see the inside of this building, but because of how Foundry is interacting with my computer, I can see the entire outside still.
Fair enough.
So
The browser you're using?
it is a browser, yeah.
I can open the door.
What browser though is what I mean.
Oh, what browser? Chrome.
Okay, I'm using Firefox. Maybe that'll function differently.
Is
Is it the
Yeah, it
browser,
could.
not the windows?
It could be,
Mine
but
also
it could
is
be a
Firefox.
combination.
Could be a combination. Either way,
It's in Firefox.
can't solve it now.
No,
I
that's
will
fine.
instead, like I said, stay super zoomed in. So if Joker is planning anything on the outside of the building, I will not see it.
I expect you to play along either way.
Of course.
We are improvisational at the worst of times, if nonetheless.
Yes.
Well, I
Yeah,
grab a bite of
that
the sourdough and I ask Samson, so how's the building holding up? How's everything doing here?
Oh, Sabrina's convinced me that that the kids need to go out to local duchy for their schooling this time round. Don't want them sticking around here for as things start to grow weary in the west. So that's caused these walls to be a little quieter. But otherwise, I've got Winston here still, and the bread is as delicious as ever.
That it is.
The ovens continue to roar with their flames all the same. And yes, that bread. As you eat it, there's a part about it that always invigorates you more than anything else. Because as a reminder, in this world, everything is made with magic infused into it. Magic is the electricity of this world. As a part of that, even when it comes to making fires in an oven, instead of just breaking down the charred coals from wood, there's also additives of magic infused into it. And every bite you take into this bread, you feel a sense of life re-enter you. You feel like eating this bread could cure you of any levels of exhaustion at any moment.
God damn.
Just eating it, and that is definitely something that comes from eating from someone who is as masterful as Samson as a baker, but just in general, knowing that the introduction of magics in the world means that even something as minimal as foods can sometimes cause great sort of waves of energy through you as you
glad I
enjoy this
moved here.
meal. Yeah. Then, as you all are sort of enjoying this light conversation and eating, the bakery grows quiet for a moment as the doors swing open and a man in strange robes enters the common room. While it's pretty common to see a stranger or two grace the bakery's walls, there's some sort of energy about this man that makes the warmth of the bread feel a little more cold. The focus of his eyes as he approaches the counter, where Winston is sitting and Samson is just getting back behind. The party feels... Sorry?
Is the bread feeling cold because he's dispelling magic?
No.
What an
This is-
asshole he'd be. He just walks up to our table, dispel magic. Now your bread is shit.
Dispel magic on your bread.
Oh my god, I would love that. I would love to be able to do that. Just dispel magic and suddenly your soup tastes like shit. Oh god, I would have a character just hanging out in a restaurant all day just doing that.
Yeah, right. Just making people monstrously sadder.
Yeah.
Feel goosebumps going across your skin, hairs on your shoulder raising, shoulders tensing just at the presence of this man. You don't feel comfortable in this space in the same way that you did beforehand. Nonetheless, Samson starts with a bright smile on his face and looking at the man. Welcome to the Lighted Duck. What can I help you with today? Cloaked man looks past Samson before responding. I am looking for Winston Dougal. My lord wishes to speak with him. Winston, sitting no more than a few seats away, tenses for a moment and pauses. Samson looks like they're about to respond, but the moment is open if you all wish to respond first.
I'll say, while I feel the chill, the hair, like the chills on, my
Yeah,
neck and
just like
stuff, I give, I'll
have you ever
shoot.
been in the room with some guy that just like makes you real
Yes.
uncomfortable?
Yes, very much so. It's just I'm gonna shoot looks to Rune and Andy, like be ready type of look.
I think as a response to this, I just go up and I take a seat at the bar. Just kind of scoot my way closer.
You know what? Yeah, I'll join you. Okay.
I
That's
just
our
wait to
responses.
see.
Yeah. We'll wait to see what happens.
Alrighty.
Andy, do you join us at the bar?
No, because I want to be closer to the exit, actually.
Okay, yeah, that actually does make sense.
Like, if we're all bunched up in one spot, it's going to be harder to, like...
Yeah, no, you are right.
Survive the 2 fireballs coming our way, yeah.
God damn.
Ah, yes.
I did that once.
Yeah. No. I've got double fireball penciled in for later.
Gee, I wonder where you got that idea from.
Yeah. Samson will give a breath in, give a breath out. It's like, I'm actually Samson Dougal. For what would your lord happen to wish of Winston? Sort of putting a hand on the table, just giving light pats of the fingers, basically telling, just very non-discreetly telling everyone, just like, cool it for a moment. And the man looks back. Well, you see, my lord has recently come into a great amount of wealth and is offering grants to many a gifted child. Through the grapevine, we had heard that there is a young up-and-coming named Winston Dougal who has shown might with a sword and half a wit. So I am here to offer an invitation. The energy off of this guy is definitely skeeving you a bit, but you've also interacted with with people who operate under dukes and duchesses before, and while this is definitely more than the average man, this is nothing too strange, you'd think, other than the fact that a specific man is being called out.
While they're conversing, can I look at his person and see if they have any sort of identification, something that would...
Please, make a perception check.
I know how to do this.
I do not like the looks of this dude.
I would also take I'd also take a lore nobility.
Okay.
Would you take society?
I would take society.
Then society. Specifically, I think I'm keeping an eye out for anything that links him to Duchess Fenia.
Rune. Something about how he's talking and how sort of generic he's being with his words starts ringing off alarm bells, because your experience with interacting with people who operate under dukes and duchesses, the first thing they say is usually their own title or by command of, and then the duke or duchess that they're operating under. The fact that he is yet to mention who he is sovereign to has definitely struck you as off-putting. And as you look upon his robes and look upon his demeanor, you can see that there's a silvered plate sort of height, like clasped around his neck, which you normally see when it comes to ones who do work under dukes or duchesses. So that part seems accurate, but again, the fact that he is not stating who he is, but told who he works under is definitely starting to cause a little bit of distress. And Staszrich, while you do not notice the exact features, you do notice the fact that he has not mentioned once who he is serving.
You know what? I'm going to sense motive with a 19.
Staszrich, you've had to notice a lot of subtle movements before, in general, especially when it comes to learning surgery. A lot of that is recognizing how a subtle movement shifts how a knife moves, for example, when you're trying to keep your scalpel steady. You can tell that that this man is his arms, while not obvious to someone just glancing over, his arms are shifting heavily underneath his cloak, as if he is preparing in some way.
I am going to prepare. I'm going to shoot a glance over to Rune, and then I will prepare an action. Should he, because he is giving me the heebie-jeebies, I'm going to prepare an action to grapple him.
Alternatively,
Okay.
you said he's trying to adjust for something underneath his robe?
Staszrich has noticed that he is adjusting underneath his robe in some way, yes.
I will also shoot a glance at Andy.
I have Mage Hand, and if he seems very involved in a conversation with Samson, I'm going to
Ooh,
try
that
to
might be like a thievery check.
Yes.
Would that be a thievery check?
Well,
Or would you prefer stealth?
If- I would take a stealth. Let's take a stealth check for you casting the spell.
If my character sheet could... both of them are +7, so it don't matter either way. So, for...
Because thievery is what you usually use for pickpocketing and stuff. And
Yes,
so...
but currently we're trying
But
to
I'm
see if
trying
the
to
spell
not-
can be cast at all without
Oh,
being
yeah.
noticed.
Okay.
17?
Does not seem to notice as the spell is being cast. Now, what are you trying to do with this mage hand?
The thing is, though, Mage Hand's not... You can't feel with the Mage Hand.
No, you cannot.
So...
Plus, if you break line of sight with a mage hand, it might not work so well.
yeah.
And you can't really... Again, I don't think the mage hand can lift things off of people. Unless you have a specific feat or it's leveled up enough.
So I'm gonna
Correct.
have to undo what I was thinking of doing.
Okay, would you like to roll that back?
Yeah, because originally I was gonna try to see what he was fiddling with, but at the same time, yeah, he brought up a good point. I wouldn't be able to feel for it, so it won't work. Unless I just stealth myself under there and be like,
Stealth
"How'd you
yourself?
get under here? How big are you? I am small.
Just...
Yes, Samson responds as Staszrich and Rune prepare themselves. Or sorry, Samson responds. He's like, Winston isn't here right now. I would recommend you come back later. We can see if we can, I'll see if I can catch him and sort of discuss if that's something you want to look into. Oh, and where would he happen to be? I can go talk to him myself. That's quite all right. Samson responds, I would feel better if myself and Winston talked first. You know, his mother has been out of town a lot lately, and I don't want him running off before she returns. Of course, I understand. Then he looks around for a moment.
Also, since we have been in conversation with this dude for like a minute or so,
Mm-hmm.
I will be pursuing a lead on this person.
Absolutely.
So that way I will make my active investigation this creepy motherfucker.
Yes. If you hover over him, it should say creepy cult guy.
He's not on my screen.
He's sitting right next to you.
Not on my screen. On my screen, is he right here?
Yes.
Oh, cool. I unintentionally flanked him with Rune, which is what I wanted to do, but I didn't know where the token was, so...
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, no,
This
he's...
is what he looks like on my screen.
Oh, okay, creepy cloak guy, yeah.
Alright. So, he looks around for a moment, and then you find out why he was shifting his cloak around. As he opens his cloak, and he brandishes a rather well-refined looking dagger, which Rune, with your previous society check, immediately recognize has the carvings of Duchess Fenia's sort of crest, which is a duck, which is a sort of stylized representation of a duck holding a knife.
Holy shit.
And its beaker and its wing.
So,
With
I'm
one of
assuming...
its feet.
I'm assuming since he's brandishing that dagger, my readied action to grab this motherfucker is going to be attempted.
You can take
fuck.
your readied action, and then we will roll into initiative.
Versus Fortitude DC?
Versus Fortitude DC, you fail.
Fail? Yeah, that's... okay.
And then now you should be able to click on your character and click the initiative button, and it should roll things in properly.
It should, yes. Click on my character, you said?
Yes, click on your character, open up your thing, and then you can roll initiative.
Do I have to target my token?
Just just click the initiative button. You should be good.
Okay. Also, because obviously I rolled athletics for that, may I treat what I rolled as my initiative? Because that is kind of how I open combat.
Did it work?
Yes, I will allow it.
Okay.
It did not work, but it would still. Or sorry, your initiative rolled fine.
Yeah. Can you change that to to the 14,
To the 14,
that I had?
yes.
Yeah. Where is the combat tracker?
Yeah.
It is the cross swords next to the chat bubble.
Oh.
I see.
Wow,
That is
annoying.
funky.
Is there
I like it.
pop-out button?
Let's see what happens when I click.
No. Does not seem to be.
It can be something that I.
Wait a
can
minute.
add
Yeah,
on.
you can right-click it.
Right-click it.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Sorry.
I just thought about something with my athletics check. Wait, never mind.
Yeah.
I was gonna say he's flat-footed because I don't know if he's prepared, but
He's flanked, so.
He is flanked, so he's flat-footed, but that still did not clear the DC.
Plus, it only does it to AC, not to DC stuff. So.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, how'd you do that?
But even keeping that in mind,
Right-click the swords.
Ah, I like it.
I'm used. It's one of those things where I'm used to a bunch of different modules, so I have to keep track of what is and isn't a thing, you know.
Yes. All right. What does creepy cloak guy do?
Give me a second.
Let's get the pain out of the way.
Gotta add Samson to the tracker.
Oh, okay, I see. Wait, why is creepy cloak guy not on my initiative?
Should be.
Should be just right at the top.
Yeah.
All right. So creepy cloak guy will move forward, stepping onto the counter in one swift motion. moving over it, brandishing this knife as it sort of glows a fiery red for a second. He says to Samson, "You will tell me where Winston is. You will suffer terrible fate."
That's his turn?
No.
Oh, okay.
You will see
I
what
was
is
hoping.
you hoped. Let me just second here, my Magus. They're being silly. As he targets Samson and then makes an attack with this cleaving knife. Alright, let's see. Does this work?
Ow!
Yes. It will work.
Well, shit!
Well, I did not expect to crit immediately, but that sure did happen.
Why does it, like, your rules show up, but now it's like,
Yeah, no, that's all good.
no, it's not.
Oh, that's alright. It's because of our disconnection issues.
Samson takes 18 damage, and this man gives off a very threatening aura as he looks around at the rest of you, and his eyes give off a very sinister look as he just makes a sort of generalized intimidation check. Not we're not doing any sort of demoralizing here. We're just being intimidating.
Oh,
That will be all for his turn.
okay, well, I am unfazed. He is still within my reach, so... 1.
Correct. Well, let me make it your turn first. There you go.
Yes. So, 1, I will devise a stratagem. What? Hold up. Yes, devise it. Can you expand it, please? Up. 13. I don't think I'm going to attack him. So, and that was a free action because he was part of my active investigation. Step. I will use my battle medicine on Samson. I cannot do risky surgery. Fuck. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, by 1.
Brute.
It is fucking brutal. And then second check will be to disarm this guy of his dagger. Versus, this will be versus his reflex DC.
Okay.
Motherfucker!
Failure. Yes.
That's it. I'm done.
Already. Andy, it's your turn.
How do I remove the...
Why are you putting auras down?
I don't mean to. How do I remove them?
I don't know how you started placing auras. Do you have an ability selected?
You have the
No.
measurement tool.
Yeah, I'm trying to use the measurement tool because I wanted to see how far across he was, and I don't know how I don't know how to.
So you had this circle template selected. You were setting up full on like spell measurements. You need to go into the token controls, and there's a measured distance. Yes. And then for future notice, you should have a button at the bottom that says clear all templates when you're in the template section.
The reason why I asked is because he's far enough away that I can just charge right into him.
It would be 2 strides and then a,
Yeah.
yeah.
You You absolutely will need to charge in to be able to stab at him.
So I will do
Oh,
Make
you have
to
sudden
charge.
charge. Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
that's what I'm saying. So sudden charge. How do I say I'm
Hit the actions, the icon.
so
Yeah.
2 actions, a sudden charge, and death.
Okay.
19.
Alrighty, click that damage button.
Yeah.
Hey, damage is damage.
Take it. Make sure to move your token in.
Yeah, you gotta move your token.
Oh. Okay, how do I unselect the? Okay.
Switch from yeah, there you go.
I'm not used to this system yet.
No, it's fine. You're fine.
Oh fuck! I
Why-
don't want to be on top of him. What the fuck?
You're not on top of him. He's over here.
Oh, not on my screen.
Ah, fun.
Yeah,
I'm
you
glad
still
that it's
appear
updated.
on mine.
Yeah.
Cool.
So moving virtual tabletops has not fixed our problems with delay of screen.
Yes. It'll get better the more that you'll use it, and then we'll figure out why it's causing these issues
I think it's just our internet.
potentially.
I mean,
All right, it is
it only
Samson's.
changes when I reset. Like, I don't want to have
Ah.
to refresh every single
No, you shouldn't. No,
stage.
there are ways to. We'll see if I can do anything on my end to make it refresh, like to set up the refresh rate to like hopefully be better for that kind of stuff. But you shouldn't have to do that. All right, so it's now Samson's turn. Samson is going to say reverently, and your people are not going to. You and your people are not going to get my son. You're not going to hurt my family. As he starts sort of backing into the bakery, sort of goading him to goading the creepy cloak guy to follow. As Samson starts grabbing some utensils from around the bakery to prepare himself for what he's going to do next.
Okay, so now we cut off creepy cloak guy, surround him, and then just start wailing the fuck out of him.
Rune was fucking baffled. He was not expecting a dagger to come out. He was thinking he was going to pull out an official decree, and it is just white hot anger as he slams the gauntlet that he has from training onto the man's foot
Nice. Why
as
do
a
you
spell strike.
spell
So-
strike? Oh, nice.
And then shocking grasp to damage.
Alrighty.
You leave that good man Samson alone.
Alrighty. He's still up, but he is definitely looking hurt.
That will be my turn. Wait, Arcane Cascade.
Yes, that'll be... Yes, alright, now it's time for the fuckery to begin.
Alrighty. It is now the creepy cloak guy's turn. He is going to turn around almost unnaturally as he looks back at Rune. And then as he retreats, he is going to make a stab at Rune with his dagger. Ah, I see.
Ow.
Yeah, I sure have rolled 2 crits with this guy.
Already? Oh, you're fucking down, aren't you?
Yeah.
Fuck.
And then, after doing such, steps over the table.
I'm
And
a
then
fighter,
into-
attack of option.
Yeah.
Make your attack of opportunity, please.
If I can get my
Here, try to do a trip. Do you have a...
I don't have trip because I didn't go with the sickle.
No, athletics. You have a hand free, don't you? Oh, no, you don't. Damn. Because you have only one hand. I forgot you have a stump. Oh, shit.
Oh, I don't know that. Aw,
You missed
That is
anyway.
a critical fail.
I tried.
And then the
Also,
creepy
what the
cloak
hell happened
guy.
to my screen now? Like I went like dark mode unintentionally somehow.
Oh dear. Creepy cloak guy moves into the bakery
That's cool.
and starts menacing over Samson as Samson continues to gather materials. The guy just moving closer and closer with the knife. You will tell me where Winston. Winston, by the way, has escaped, has left the building. There's something that Rune especially would know is that there's plans for situations like this, and Winston is currently going and fetching the captain of the guard.
Hmm.
Staszrich, it's your turn.
Yes, I am currently looking for my perform first aid. I might have to look that up. Administer first aid is 2 actions.
Yeah, let's not do risky business this one.
Okay, so
Do it, you coward.
your dying is 1.
Dying one, yep.
So dying is 1, so I need to give you a DC 25 or 21 medicine check. I'll step over to you. Yeah, I can roll that. I have a plus 9 or plus 6. I'll need to roll 15 or above. Andy, help Samson. You are not dying on me here, Rune. This is gonna suck. All right, you're stabilized.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Woohoo. So I remove the I accidentally put it to dying too. How do I? Okay.
Yeah, you are no longer dying, and yeah, that's my turn. I can't do anything more.
Yep. Then we move on to Andy. It's your turn.
Any chance that perfume actually heals too?
No.
Let me heal. Go after the creepy Rune guy.
Okay, fine. I shall do it. Wait, did I do a sudden charge then, or is that only one per?
No, you can do sudden charge more than one time per battle. Just keep in mind that this counter
Yeah, I
will
do
be
have to
considered
go over
difficult
the
terrain.
table,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna have to take a turn just to get over to him. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to just charge. So.
There you are.
No, I can't do a sudden charge if I have to go up over.
Oh, is that one of the limitations of the ability?
It has to be a straight, like.
Oh, okay.
Thing.
Well, I think
Yeah.
you still only have to stride once, and then you can start, getting after him.
Attempt to move it collides with a wall.
Yeah, if you're trying to move at a corner there.
Oh, okay. There we go. Oh.
Yep.
I'm not flanking by doing that, but oh well.
You cannot flank this guy in the current situation.
Yeah. Fine.
Would you like to be on the other side of him?
No, because that's.
No, that
that's
wastes too many actions.
Yeah. Okay. Where is the character sheet? Every time I refresh, my character sheet goes away again. Which, yeah, I know that's roll 22, but.
Yeah.
I'll set up the things so that y'all can pop out the pages.
I think I fixed it, maybe, but I don't know.
You missed.
I missed.
Alrighty, you missed.
I mean, you still have one more action,
You
don't
still
you?
have one more action if you'd like to make a second attack.
And I think I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Penalty is right there.
Yep, you did.
Which I had
All right, make sure to click that damage.
4.
Alrighty, takes the 4 damage. Alrighty. And then Samson will look at you, Andy, and then will give a sort of nod before just giving you a hearty kick, pushing you out of the room. You are pushed out. There is no sort of save on this. And you see what Samson had been gathering. Staszrich, you notice the ingredients that are being sort of gathered. As something that some might know, this is something that happened at the bakery once before. When you get a lot of flour is very conductive
Oh
to,
no! He's gonna blow up the
explode.
bakery! Oh.
And
Creamer.
Samson is going to basically toss a fuck ton of flour into the air and onto this creepy cloak guy. Says, "You're not getting a hand on my son!" And then, in one swift motion, the proper baking room itself goes up in a light to flame. And it shoves all of you down as the fire sort of roars for a moment from this. And then the automated put in sort of magical finishing starts taking care of the fire. It was installed after the last time something like this happened by accident. But both Samson and the cloak guy are now dead. And we're done with combat.
Damn it, if only I'd fucking grabbed him and immobilized him. We could have paralyzed him and then just pummeled the shit out of him. Damn it.
Did you actually powder them in the room too?
Rune, by the way.
Like they're talking about
Mhm.
powdered.
They have skulls on them.
Oh, those
Before
are
we end
skull
combat?
holes. Okay.
Here you go, and here's a nice little hint of battle medicine for hold up.
Also, I don't know if it just goes back to normal, but oh wait, I'm on the computer.
Okay, well. Yeah.
My setting was still set to high, but I turned it back down.
Are you
to low,
kidding me?
So I don't know if it changed.
Well,
when I
fuck.
log in.
Hey,
That hurt.
Samson,
Yeah?
Sin, may I remind you of a little thing called a hero point?
That's right, I do have one of those. Yeah, okay. Reroll. We're gonna reroll this.
Hero point for the grapple.
I should have used the hero point for the grapple. He wouldn't be
That'd
in this
fucking
situation.
hilarious if I died to the fail.
There.
Treatments.
There's my battle medicine for you.
Yeah, you have 4 though.
Nice. And now I remove unconscious.
No, I stabilized you. You were, I think, awake. No, you weren't. No.
No, I was.
You do, you
stable
remove unconscious.
and prone. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Everyone is black and white spirals when you're dead. It's weird.
Rune, calm down. Calm down. You were stabbed in a very critical spot.
The bastard stabbed me right where that bruise was. Well, one of the 9.
Yes,
Where's-
he managed to stab you so well that he
Holy
actually kind of...
Fuck, it's on fuck. What happened?
Don't worry, let's just get out of here. Andy!
So
Oh, where's
as you
Samson?
as you say that, the guard captain and Winston charge into the bakery, and they see the fire in the background, and they
How
look
bad is
toward
the fire?
Staszrich, and it's like, and Winston looks at all of you, Dad, where's my dad?
Winston!
Sort of like tries to charge past you all.
Winston!
casting-
Staszrich will try to, hold him back with kind of like a, place his arm across him. Winston! We tried to save
Okay.
him, but he shoved us out of the room and then lit the whole place up.
I'm casting deep breath and I'm hopping the counter. Can I get into this room, or is it just too much fire right now?
You can make a fortitude save to see if you can stand the heat.
Okay, I really want to try and drag Samson out. 25.
You can get in there. There are 2 bodies right next to each other that are currently indistinguishable from their burning.
Fuck.
But you're able to try to grab hold of Samson.
It's a 50-50 shot.
Make yourself Now you need to pull him out. Make an athletics check to see if you can. Because while you are currently enduring it, you did not critically succeed. You succeeded, so you are still in.
I will
You
use
still
my
have your
hero
hero
point for that.
Yeah. All right. You are able to pull out Samson, but Samson is severely burned.
That's
Oh.
fine. I will administer first aid.
I'm pouring my water skin on him and everything.
Not treat wounds, blah blah blah. Proficiencies. What's his dying value? Oh wait, I wouldn't know that.
Dying value is 3.
3?
Yes.
Okay, so I basically have to critically succeed at this. I did not.
Can you get aided at all, or no?
I don't know. How do you guys want to aid me?
I was pouring water on him, if that will count. I don't.
I will say that you were aided in this, and you are able to stabilize Samson in this moment. He is going to be irrevocably damaged from this, as he did set himself on fire in the center of an explosion. But
Nobody.
you did succeed at saving him, as his sort of very freshly charred body sort of lays there, and the captain of the guard sort of looks at you three and is like, "What happened?"
Hey, you did it, Mr. Dougal. Your boy's safe, okay? That fucker in there who's burning right now, he just came in, started asking for Winston, saying there was some grant or some shit. Then he pulled a knife on Mr. Dougal. He
Yes.
pulled him into the bakery, and I don't know. I was down.
As you can see, Rune had been stabbed by this attempted assassin. And Staszrich will point out Rune's wounds. As you were with us during training, you would know that those wounds were not there before.
Yes, but why would an assassin come here?
I don't know. He just started speaking crazy and started stabbing people.
I saw on his dagger, fucking that dog's insignia, Duchess Fenia. It had the duck with a knife in its foot. Yeah.
Out here. Thought they were still only in the west.
That's what I thought, but they were looking for Winston, he said.
Help me put out this fire, he says as he starts gathering sort of water buckets. Staszrich, go get Rain, please help me out here.
Who do you need?
Staszrich, go get the healer.
Sadavam. Oh wait, no.
Yes. Go get Sadavam so we can take care of this.
Got it. And Staszrich will indeed just book it.
One day I don't prepare, eat fire. Damn.
That could have been useful. Hey, look, I'm just happy that we spared Winston from having to experience a Disney backstory for once, you know?
After
Where's Sabrina?
Sabrina is legitimately currently out of town.
Okay.
That's convenient.
Well, we saved her
It
husband,
was
and that's
mentioned.
fine, okay?
It was already mentioned.
I know. Like,
That's fine. Again, we saved him from having one dead parent.
Yes. So Sabrina is currently dropping off the Winston's twin younger siblings at school in the local sort of like dukedom for better learning, for a better future, because don't want all of them to be bakers. But yes, after about 10-20 minutes of a very tense calming of this fire, you do see that all that is salvageable, or all that is really left in the bakery that is discernible, is the charred remains of this cloaked man. The cloak undamaged, the knife undamaged. Would any of you like to make a perception check to search this man?
I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If, oh,
What the fuck? I have a +8 to this bitch.
Yep.
I see.
The
Alright.
lowest perception wins.
Staszrich and Rune, both of you make ample notice of the fact that this the reason this cloak survived is that it was stitched with magic cloth, which again, as mentioned, magic is used in everything. But when magic is stitched into clothes, it gives it the property that it cannot be burned or destroyed very easily. It can take it is not very protective when it comes to, like, it doesn't grant an AC bonus, but it is very hard to to get wear and tear.
Okay.
So very, very, very nice in that case. And again, the knife is it is a silver knife with the pleating of Duchess Fenia's insignia painted on the base of the blade.
What a well-crafted knife this is. Shame they had to fucking ruin it with this insignia.
And then Rune, you also notice that still somehow surviving, with held within an inner pocket on the cloak, is a scroll. Whether it's treated paper or was completely encapsulated from the flames, you're not entirely sure. But as you look as you pick up the scroll, do you want to open and read it?
Yeah.
You're not gonna do an Arcana check?
I think that they mean a normal scroll, and yeah, I'll read it.
It is a normal scroll, and in Draconic you are able to read. You are to go to these towns and take out all that can oppose us. And there's a long list of many names, all crossed out,
Oh, shit.
except for one at the bottom. City of Tyrane, Winston. You do not know what binds all these names together, but you do know that these were listed as various people who could have been opposition to something. And Winston's name is on this list and was the last stop from what you can tell. And at the bottom there is a signature that is radiating very lightly with magic. But as you can tell, it is a very different magic.
Can you still read what's under the scratched out names, or is it like really scratched out?
You can read it, but it is just a long list of various names and towns nearby.
Because part of me wants to go backwards on that list and like check out the towns where they came from.
Absolutely,
See
yeah.
if you can find.
I
This is out of character. I don't know
Right.
what.
That is absolutely a good train of thought and something that you can do with this list.
Right.
Bam. All right, so that's my second lead. You know what? I'm gonna drop the lead on Mr. Dead Guy,
Alrighty.
Now, why would you do that? Obviously, he's a.
and instead I will take this note. Now, is there a recall knowledge check I could possibly do to try to link these names together? I have society, I have occultism, I have religion, I have arcana, I have underworld.
They are going to be extremely difficult checks, but you can try either religion or underworld.
Oh, they're the same check, but yeah, no, I'm.
No, all you can, like, as you try to think back about what could possibly tie what is very, very clear, like, to you read as very random names, nothing really sort of comes to mind. You sort of start thinking back to like what you've seen ritualistic wise, because you did train under a druid. You try to think of like what rituals you remember, and you're like, it could be a ritual where like you need a bunch of like virgin children or something. Like it could be one of those sort of like weird blood rituals, but at the same time, those were all hypothetical and none have actually been performed. So you don't know where someone would get the bright idea, and all you can think of is that you have heard rumors of something involving a darker, more powerful magic, and maybe it could have something to do with that, but you have no idea.
These names are so random. I can't make sense of any of them.
Because you have been to like the various towns before, and as far as you see on these names, these are not like high-ranking members of the communities. Because like Winston, while not like a high-ranking person, the bakery is a very important part of the town, and this is like sort of like the heir to the bakery. So you think it might be that for a second, but these are just names. They are not. They are not like the like children of village elders or anything like that. These are just people.
Have we heard any news of these towns being destroyed?
No.
Okay.
I don't recognize anything on here.
I got
You see,
someone should write their families.
Rune, you do see your town's name on there, and there is someone who was taken out there. It's not a name that you recognize, but you do see that your hometown was one of the ones hit along the way. But again, you have not heard anything from your family or anything. There's no correspondence that your town has been destroyed. Just someone has, perceivably by this person's action, has been taken out, or otherwise taken care of.
You okay there, Rune?
Yeah, I'm just thinking it's a long list of names of people who, well, their families probably don't know what happened to them. I'm gonna have to copy this down, and I'll see what I can do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll make sure that the document is posted as one of the documents they all have later.
Okay. Staszrich will also write it down.
Does the paper show ages?
Or is it
No.
just towns and names?
It is just towns and names.
Okay.
Because the guy was convinced like Winston should go to like a special.
That was a lie to get close to Winston.
Yeah, but how does he know the age of Winston?
That was a lie to get close to Winston. It doesn't his age doesn't matter. It's just he knew he had to target Winston, and he was going to try anything to do to, you know. Well, no, actually, no. You might be onto something. Maybe.
Hey, GM, how's Estelia's postal system?
Stelli's postal system is run off of messenger ducts and is pretty robust, all things considered. There's no sort of like constant aerial warfare, so unless someone has like a hit out on your messenger ducts, pretty well suited. Generally, what happens is that each town has like a bundle of mail that goes out every other day or so.
Mm-hmm.
That is.
So,
and would you say it's like a with this list of names? Is that like enough information to? No, probably not. Or are there addresses, or is it just the town?
it is just the town.
Damn. So
town name.
Would that be enough information to make it feasible to like try and just send mail to all these different people and try to explain what happened, or is there like a cost that would be a bit too heavy?
You can send it in the mail depending on how many pieces of mail you're trying to send out, and considering this is a list of like 40 names, it may take a few days, but you would be allowed to send all these letters.
Yeah, I think that's something that I'll be doing in downtime for a bit.
Right.
And Andy, you said we should follow it backwards?
At least I said it out of character. I don't know if Andy would have that. But yeah,
I think one of the things we should do to figure out why everyone is connected is by simply following it backwards.
That does make sense. Yes, but
I need to find out why this had to happen to my dad. Even if he can recover from this. I know that he can. We need to find out why this happened. Why that had to happen. Or whatever they were doing to that many people.
Are we not telling him that his name is on the list?
You know what? Yeah, Staszrich will.
Because
Yeah.
Staszrich is
Listen,
so-
Winston. Here's the thing about this list, or here's the thing about the list that we have here, right? I don't know if you've seen it, but your name here, right there, at the very bottom.
I would. Why
If
would
you
they
have
want-
anything to tell us, now would be the time.
No,
Hmm.
I'm just the baker's son. I'm not like.
Obviously, you're not just the baker's son. Whether
That
you
would
know
be
it or
radio.
not, you are on somebody's, excuse my language here, shit list.
Why would they go through such straits? So many. Why?
Well, that's what we need to find out, Winston. That's what we were, Andy was suggesting, going backwards to the list, nearest town to furthest town, and investigate what happened to all these kids, or people.
That's what we should have Winston with us just to confess.
Yeah, no, we're definitely taking Winston with us to keep him safe. That's...
Oh, yeah, that's a good reason.
If you.
Wait,
if
what
you're
was your
going to
reasoning?
go
I wasn't
find
paying...
the
I was
guy-
only not paying attention to you. Did you say... Hold on, was he using Winston as bait?
No, not bait. I was gonna compare, have him next to,
Next to the dead people?
yeah.
So we're
What
grave
are
robbing
you-
now?
Andy,
Andy.
what is in your head?
Don't know if they're crossed out because they were dead or if they were crossed out because for whatever reason they're no longer.
Well,
Oh,
that's
because
why
they
we
got
need...
their grants, right?
That's why we could go and talk to these people's families, and we can find out how these people died.
I think we know how. It's more of the why that we're looking at.
Are you going to argue semantics with me, Andy?
Yes.
Have we touched on the when?
When is also an important thing. Are there any indicators of dates, or just name address or name town?
Name town. There is
Okay.
a.
Hold on.
There is a
Actually,
date on
okay.
the letter
How
of
could
when
you
it
not
was
date
sort
it?
of like when the missive was when the missive was received, and that was around 2 months ago.
I have a question then. I know that Duchess Fenia is mostly located in the west. I'm not sure if there's a specific location, but are these towns, do they sort of like, are they highly concentrated in the west and some branch out, or like where's like the average
Give
area
me
of all
like
these towns?
give me like a knowledge, either society or like a general sort of like if you have Astelia lore, I would also take that.
I got society. 9.
Heard of all these town names, but the ones that you do pick up, you do sort of pick up on at least the ones that you recognize are sort of in a pattern of the top of the list starting like further west and coming east.
Maybe I...
I do not recognize any sort of thing outside of that, but it does seem like it was sort of like a pilgrimage almost.
A
Well, I don't
pilgrimage
know
of
what
murder.
sort of damn idea they had, but I know who to ask at least, because this dagger clearly has Duchess Fenia's insignia on it.
Yes, but given the fact that she sends assassins, do we really want to go messing with her?
No, with all the other shit she's done lately, I feel like there should be a march against her or something. This is getting out of hand. Just who stabs a good man like Samson Dougal?
Obviously that dead guy in there.
Yeah, and he got what's right.
He did.
You know what? I need to calm down.
Rune, listen. Okay.
didn't know how much I needed Strax doing a common farmer voice.
It's the only accent I am comfortable doing. There was nothing else I could have possibly chosen.
Alright, you know what, Staszrich will... Alright, well, no, I already looked at the list to try to find a common connection, so I can't really... Can I investigate it again?
Here's the out of character.
I mean, you can try to investigate it. Do you have other questions?
Age of the ink that they used to cross out the lines.
Well, here's the problem with that, though. The problem with that is... I don't think we have any of us with scribing lore to really...
I mean, you can try that with a generalized investigation.
Mr. Norbury.
It's going to be harder.
Yeah, where's Mr. Norbury when we, you know what? I'm gonna see if
Like,
I
it's-
recognize any of these towns on
Like,
the list.
like you can
What was the
you can
general
do
spec
it with, like you can just do it with a general investigation or perception. It's just going to be a harder check versus something like scribing.
I was gonna say investigation is not.
Investigation's not a skill. That's why I'm like.
No, sorry. No,
My
I understand.
perception is going so well.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why is it? I got
Why
a
is it
19 for
going so
23
well?
Total.
So yeah, as mentioned before, there is a dating at the top that says this was done this was started around 2 months ago, and going down the list, it seems to sort of follow that pattern. The ink towards the top that is striking through is a lot more dry, and then the last three lines before getting here are still a little wet.
More importantly, we also have to see if Staszrich rolls a 23.
I will definitely not roll a 23 on perception.
Yep.
No, I won't.
No.
But also, I was actually not
You
going to
didn't
use.
believe.
I was not going to use perception. I was going to use society on this to see if I recognize any of the names.
For sure.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, so here's the thing, I am saying investigation, but if you tell me you tell me what kind of question you're asking, we can find something that fits.
Society,
perception,
yeah, it was
society, etc.
society to recognize freaking
How
like
names?
the names and stuff. But goddamn, these rolls. I don't think I've
You
rolled
do
a.
not recognize-
I don't think I've rolled above a 10 in this
you
entire
do not
thing.
recognize any of the actual people's names, but the town name, something that you pick up on, that Rune was starting to pick up on, is you've seen a map of Vestelia before. All these towns, you could draw a line going from one town to the next, and it would be a pretty a traveling line basically.
Dude, would I know the origin?
You can very generally guess the origin because currently there's sort of one massive city in the west that is sort of Fenia's domain that everyone is sort of gathering upon when for the things that you have heard allegedly have been happening out there. So you could have guessed the origin without making a check pretty easily.
Yeah, at the same
considering
time.
things. No, for sure. It is that origin. It is from Fenia's domain. You cannot get a very specific. You cannot get a very specific town name or anything where you think this originated from. But you do get an idea that this list has been basically a chronological order. They've been doing hits all along the west and working their way east through the mountain area, and now to Tyrane. And this was going to be their last hit.
So I guess we're going west.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm not going to stand for this.
No.
Why would they even do something like this? I know that things in the West had been. I mean, we've all heard the rumors, but this is insane.
It is quite insane, and perhaps this Duchess Fenia has some sort of mental illness that she is suffering in order to cause her to do this. But, on the other hand, I say we find a way to kick her ass.
How can we fight Duchess Fenia? She's one of the most powerful people in Estelia right now.
I mean, she bleeds, right?
We have a whole list of people who would be pissed off at her.
We do.
That's a
have,
start.
That's what I mean. We have this list. We
I mean,
convince.
did you hear the rumors about her?
What?
She may not be able to bleed.
She not be able to bleed?
Some of the things that she's done, I don't know.
Well,
whatever she has on the
I
inside,
have a
it's
scalpel.
coming out when we find her.
I have a scalpel. It's sharp. I will get her arm one way or another. And if I can tear off her arm...
Hey. Company.
What?
Present company.
God damn.
Andy. You sensitive little shit.
What?
Well, I was gonna give the arm to Andy.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
Yeah. If she can't bleed, then maybe her arm will be useful to Andy.
You like that, Andy?
Just having one medium-sized arm
Yeah, I was
on a small body.
It might not be
It would be like Rick and Morty season 3 episode 1.
Oh yeah.
might not be exactly compatible, but
Well, I mean, it's better than waiting for your arm to grow back.
why do you have to say it that way?
Because it won't grow back.
let's go back. I'll show you.
Okay, well,
Every
Well, I
time
hope
y'all
you
go
do.
back and forth on this, I get to decide whether or not I'm gonna let it grow back. I still haven't decided.
Well, I could do the thing that I was doing for Sin's campaigns. I roll a D100
Yep.
every single day,
Yeah.
and if it's a 100, it grows back.
Throw a secret 100 every time this argument happens.
No,
I mean, you don't know how many
seriously,
secret rolls I've made already.
No, for the very last campaign that we did, I was supposed to have a deity that I rolled a D100, and if it landed on 100, the deity would appear. And yeah, it never happened, but that check was always there in case it did. It's like, yeah, it never happened, but like, yeah. So that's what we could do in this campaign. Is like just roll a D100. If it lands on 100, damn.
and lands on 100 and calls me out on my shit.
Yeah, right.
They're gonna make a new macro.
Anyway, all I'm saying is, or we could just maybe talk to this Duchess Finia and see why she's a crazy bitch. I don't know.
Oh, the way her subordinates converse by pulling a knife on people, I don't like that idea, but sure.
We can just start by going to the town over. Looks like they were there just last.
Yes. Gather your provisions, everyone, and hopefully Sadavum can do something with Samson.
Tiberius, can you spare horses?
What the fuck's a horse?
Can you spare ducks?
Can you
Riding
spare
ducks.
a riding duck?
I can spare my trusty steed and a cart for you all.
Good.
They are silvering, but as a riding drake does, they'll do just fine as long as you treat them well.
Yeah, I remembered what you taught me and all the little tricks you showed.
Yes.
Don't reach directly for their bill, okay,
No.
you guys? If you don't know already, don't reach directly for the bill. You will lose
I'm
your
gonna do it.
fingers.
I'm gonna
You-
make
You
a
want to keep your fingies, don't you?
What if I
They're very
Andy's going along fine without some of his.
Well,
you touch Dusty's bill, I can't promise what they're gonna do to you.
Mage hand to
Yeah.
lift up a single finger.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
yeah, you better learn Mage Hand real quick if you're going to act like that.
Magic?
So, yes.
No, I don't need that stuff.
So yes, over the next day or so, there's definitely a bit more of a somber tone in town. Even the trader has cooled it on their advertising. Instead, sort of still offering things so people come up and still being cheery, but not being as grabby. Realizing that everyone in the town is a little bit more somber with the current resting of Samson Dougal, who has not woken up yet. still out cold from the explosion, but is getting the best care that they can from the village healer, as well as God, I keep on forgetting her name.
That of them.
Yes, out of them.
How did you?
It'll stick in my brain eventually.
How did you remove the stance condition from you?
The effects tab on your character page.
Also, if you click on your character in the top right corner next to the little bubbles, there's a button that says that'll have the effects, so you can right click it to remove it.
I didn't see the one from my class feature there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, my class feature one's not on there.
Oh.
Ah, yes.
Understandable.
I recognize some of these images.
Oh, whoop.
I think they took some of these arts from.
Delete item? Yes, delete. Devise a stratagem. What?
No, don't delete it.
Oh, what?
I already cleared it. I already cleared it from your status. You're fine.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be why.
Next to the feats tab, there's an effects tab that you can check if it doesn't show up on the screen itself in the top right.
Okay.
But currently your effects tab is empty. But yeah, so over the next day or so, as things sort of settle, and you all devise this plan that you're going to go to the next town over and really try to find out what happened. The next town over being a port town called Davian. As a port town, is not very not as profitable as some of the other ones that are trade hubs with places further beyond Estelia. This one is much more of just like a very small, calm fishing village. It is about a day out by horse, or by riding drake. I can speak, promise.
Horse is just slang for riding drake.
You tell I'm very out of it. Anyhow, notable features about your current riding drake. The average riding drake cannot normally fly. They have wings that'll let them glide, but only riding drakes trained in the mountains actually have fully gained the capability of flight. Just due to different climates, different sorts of altitudes that they've had to deal with. Here, their wings are a lot less able to actually hold their own weight, so they allow them to glide, and they definitely cannot pull a cart into their gliding. So, Dusty is going to be very suitable as a riding drake, but not you cannot make this cart airborne.
Was not expected to, but oh boy, would it be?
It is worth clarifying. And then, as mentioned, Dusty is a very old riding drake. They have the ability to move at the normal pace that most riding drakes can, but they will not be able to participate in combat either.
Dusty, right?
Dusty, yes.
Dusty,
D-U-S-T-Y. And then the port town of Davian is your next location. Someone named Alec Alexson was ostensibly potentially murdered there by this cloak guy.
Alec Alexson.
Yes, Alec Alexson.
Do I time to?
I'm assuming I've gotten an arrest, probably.
Yeah, I've been. Do you want me to use risky surgery on you?
No, it has been a day. You get to rest.
Yeah.
Risky surgery?
Do it.
I will be
before we take our rest. Before I take a rest, we're gonna do.
So, first off, I'll be right back. Second off, room, put yourself to full HP.
Okay. Risky surgery?
Do it.
No, I'm not gonna do risky surgery.
I'll do it.
No, don't do it.
I can't do it.
I'm not sure how to do it.
You need a feat, I think.
What, risky surgery?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do a message.
We're in
right?
Donovan. You're looking for an Alexson family.
I need, since this is part of my pursuing a lead, when Joker gets back, I shall perform a society check to see if I recognize the name Alec Alexson.
thought you
My
were
apologies,
looking
I have
through, like,
returned.
that whole list, though.
Oh, I did look through the whole list, yeah, so I can't do it.
Yeah, so I would assume if you've looked at the list, you would have recognized names.
Yeah, well. Oh well.
I would assume.
I have returned.
Okay.
So we have heard. But you're still. Because he wanted to check if he knew the person, but at the same time, I think we've already looked
I
at
already
the list.
checked, so it's like I can't make that check
So
again.
If something
Correct.
should have stuck out, it should have stuck out.
Yeah.
Correct. Alec Alexson, as far as any of you know, is a complete nobody.
Alright, well, time to see how he was not a nobody.
Well, of course, the best way to ask questions is by going somewhere where they all like to,
Alright. You all are going to start traveling to Davian.
So we join up in a tavern and ask questions and shut up.
Ow, ow. I'm sorry, I just like how you were trying to sound so profound, and then you ended
Joking.
that by smacking the DVD of Friday.
No. You're not at Davian yet. You are now traveling along the. You are
We're on
now
the road.
traveling along
Okay.
the road. Yes. You are with Dusty. You are with Winston. And it is sort of a normal traveling day. Not all of you are used to travel. Only Rune is the only one that isn't from the town, if I remember correctly. Yes, of the people currently here.
Yep,
Correct.
I'm from San Vito, all the way to the Western Mountain Range.
So I don't know how many of you have actually ridden a cart before this.
Staszrich barfs off the side of the ship. I mean cart.
Now's as good as time as any to stop, since we got Drake pellets to clean up.
I don't have a Drake bag.
Oh, I'm just gonna shovel them off the road, really.
I don't think I've ever been on
Do you have a
cart this
shovel?
large, but I kind of just drive like delivery vehicle, so.
You have
had a rickshaw.
You have been carrying
Yeah.
You've been carrying those Japanese taxis where it's
Yeah.
still like
Rickshaw, yeah.
Rickshaw, yeah.
rickshaw. Yes. I was trying to finish the thought in my head. Just because you said it already doesn't mean anything.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Been there.
No, I know you're. Yeah. So yeah, This is the first time that you've been pulled by a Drake, and as part of this world, to give a more general review, as a reminder, this world is sort of championed by one major sort of religion, mostly just like a concept of like understanding nobility, and that is connected to ducks.
Yes, the clan of the duck.
Due to the sort of
Oh my god. My Rugrats reference was completely missed. Damn it.
Sorry.
I've watched Rugrats, but I have not watched that bit of Rugrats.
Yeah.
I guess
I was 5 when I watched Rugrats.
I'm
That's my
familiar with
excuse.
Reptar on Ice.
Reptar, gotta find that Reptar. Yep.
Why are there children on the ice?
There should not be children on the ice. Someone should
Wait.
call their moms.
Moving on.
No, you
Yes.
gotta post a picture of the clan of the duck.
Fine.
Not just the episode. You gotta post a picture of Chucky and yeah, I think that's Phil. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Phil, because they were like, how come mommies can wear pants but boys can't wear dresses?
So they got kilts.
Yes.
Okay. So they all decided to be Scottish.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the point. They met a bunch of Scottish babies, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Perfect. But yes, point being is that the ducks of this world are considered very reverently. Very rarely is duck ever served as a meal. For example, if you see duck being served as a meal, you are either dealing with someone that does not care for their life, or on very rare occasions when a duck has lived its full natural life, or alternatively when a dukedom is disbanded entirely for treacherous reasons, their lineage's duck will be served as sort of a severing of that bloodline.
The fuck?
oh my God!
It's
that
like
is-
high school mascot pranks, except bloody.
Yes.
That is so brutal. I love that last.
It
bit.
is fucking brutal.
Yeah, it's
That is
cool, right?
That is metal.
Your duck
Yeah.
is forfeit.
Ah,
Your foul is forfeit.
that's a foul business.
And then almost coincidentally, legitimately, as part of the sort of genesis that formed the land, as everyone knows as retribution, is this event that happened ostensibly around 200 years ago at this point, that destroyed a majority of what was on Stelia, along with a lot of the rest of the world. It hit different parts of the world in different ways, but you've only heard such things from travelers on the occasion, not people who are very talkative. But for Stelia, part of that is that some of the local flora and fauna has taken branching evolutions, basically based on how it impacted them, which is how we have riding drakes as they are. Certain ducks were trapped in mountainous areas where they had to develop much stronger formations to be able to function in the land. And as such, these sort of divergent paths have allowed for some very interesting sort of combinations of species. So while the sort of the medicinal of you would be able to say these are like 90% the same creature, you can see very clearly where their evolutionary paths had to divide for survival.
Yes. Yes, I would.
Yes.
Are we there yet?
No. I would like you all to roll
No,
perception.
old Dusty keeps crapping.
Just leave it on the road.
No.
I'd like you all
He's
to
got
roll a
manners.
perception check as you travel along.
Would I know
Or
about
halfway
prestidigitation?
through your... Do you have prestidigitation as a spell?
Oh, I'm a perception. God.
What?
They asked to roll perception, right?
No, I said, do you
Yes.
have... No, I said, would I... Oh, do we have to roll perception?
I asked for everyone to roll perception, yes.
Oh. Fucking hell!
Mine did
No
not
one
show
could
up
beat
for
my
me.
+4.
Did mine show up on somebody else's page?
Hold
or
on, I'm
did
gonna-
mine show up?
No.
I'll
Did you
I'll
roll
take
it
the
secretly
17.
on accident?
I'll take the 17, but I'm gonna re-roll just to see if, because I'm rolling a lot of 9s.
Alright. Andy did show up. Andy rolled one better than Rune.
Oh,
Perfect.
Okay.
Both of you
I
rolled
forfeit my crown.
19s.
Oh, okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. When I'm not gonna take it, it's well. I see how it is, Foundry.
Alright.
Way to
Yeah,
waste it.
and Andy and Rune, you sort of look out to the surrounding area. It's sort of it's a large grassy plain outside of the normal areas. And on the side of the road, you see that there's a man sort of face down in the ground on the side of the road.
Oh, fuck. I hop out and check on him.
Wait, why do you hop out?
There's a person on the road.
Oh,
You're a doctor.
I am a doctor. Hold on.
You should check to see
I
if
pull
they're-
you out.
You want to?
You pulled me out?
Yeah, get the hell out here.
Ah, why?
Man on the road, face down.
I
Oh,
did not see that.
no, I did not see that. Okay. I was looking for ambushes from above. Anyway.
Is that something you normally have to deal with? Never mind. Let's look at him.
Hold on. I'm gonna perception check and sense motive on this dude lying face down. Well, you see, this is some great
so
horseshit.
You sense motive for a moment and you think about it. You always hear about these like sort of like bandit raid scenarios where people are just trying to get people to stop. In this case, it looks like this guy is just face down. You see in one of his hands there's a mug of ale that is emptied that he is holding onto as well. The craftsmanship tells you that it is not a mug that came from your town, that came from Tyrann. So you know that this man is not local, but you can tell that he was definitely traveling after a long night out, and this is how far he got before he passed out.
He's been poisoned.
Sitting in the sun.
He's been poisoned.
By alcohol?
No, not by alcohol. By something far worse.
What?
What would that be?
He obviously has gangrene of the stomach.
Staszrich, you rolled a 9. You passed.
What is
you
that?
passed your. Yeah, for sure.
I did not pass. The DC's like, oh yeah, I failed. I failed. I didn't critically fail. This guy has obviously been. He's in dire straits. Here.
Rune, you pass. You can tell that this guy is just drunk and is asleep from having walked for what you can guess from his current pathing. He has been walking. He walked for like 5 to 6 hours straight and then just conked out.
Yeah, Staszrich, you really had me going. That was a good joke, man.
That was.
And you also notice.
How the fuck? I thought the DC was like 15.
The DC for finding out a guy who is holding a mug of ale is passed out on the ground.
I'm sorry, I am not used to these level to proficiency DCs yet.
Get used to the fact that DC contextual.
I'm sorry,
DC
but if this were a level without proficiency, it would be even lower DC, wouldn't it?
Hey,
The kind of thing that without level added to proficiency, I would consider this a DC 5. Because we are like this is hitting the floor with your hammer levels of trying to notice the obvious.
okay, fine. I'll click my fingers. I'll click my fingers in his ear. Fine, if he's just drunk. Here.
Oh,
Hey.
Ah,
Get your drunken ass up. Who are you?
I'm Scruffy.
Scruffy? You know what? Stay down there.
Hey, hold on, Scruffy. You doing okay? You need some water?
You said he was just drunk, and if he is just drunk, then all he has to do is get up and walk.
Well, here's the thing.
He's drunk. He needs to
People
eat.
sometimes drink heavily when they've grieved recently.
Now, hold on. There's a whole lot of reasons.
Scruffy, did you lose any family members or anyone close to you recently?
Oh,
What
I
kind of
see.
fucking question is that?
Well, my companion thinks that you might be grieving.
Did you lose any family members recently? Like what? Why are you asking?
'Cause you're a fucking drunk. Now come on, out with it.
No,
That's right.
I just came from Daphia, and I've been doing a tour of all the bars around Estelia. You know,
Okay, he's just a pub crawler, got it.
I came from Duke Ixion in the west. You know, he's told me if I could get around all of Estelia, taste all the ales, and tell him which one's best, and get back to him, he'd give me a seat at his table.
Do you even remember the quality of the ale you drank?
Yes,
Oh,
the ale in Davian tastes like fish,
that is
because they
absolutely
age it.
disgusting.
and they're fishing barrels.
That is absolutely disgusting. I am.
Yes, but it gets you drunk like nothing else. Tell you what.
Yeah, I'm not partaking. Anyway,
I wouldn't recommend it.
good day to you.
Yeah, good day. You got any water?
No.
I had in my water skin.
Hey, thank you. He pours some of it into
right,
his
that's right.
into his ale flask and then hands it back to you. When you hold the water skin feels just as full as it did before, but he definitely poured some out of it. A little strange, but he walks on his way. Would anyone like to make a society check about Duke Ixie?
Yeah, sure. Why
I'm
not?
too focused on what the fuck happened to my water skin right there.
As Scruffy is continuing to walk out of view, you think about it for a moment. Duke Ixion hasn't been a member of the recognized dukes for about 20 years.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold up. Scruffy,
Scruffy is gone.
you did say Duke Ixion?
He's gone.
Scruffy is gone.
Scruffy's gone? Well, that motherfucker.
Yeah, you turn around to see where he went because he just walked right past all y'all. But when you turn around, he's not there.
So, occultism, religion, or nature, or arcana?
Or you change
Feel free to make an occultism check if you
I don't
like.
think I was stabbed in the head.
Mother
but I think
of
I'm
God.
seeing things.
Yeah, you just think maybe he just
Huh.
walked really fast.
We're doing occultism. Is that it?
Yes.
He asked me of occultism, religion, arcana, or nature, and I said occultism would be fine.
Okay.
Occultism has the lowest DC of the options given. Rune. You think about it for a moment, but even as you try to think about it, you just this is just weird. Like you can't really discern what happened or why, but you feel like you've heard of maybe of something like this happening before, where people just very just a bunch of strange occurrences like this, where people just encounter someone and then they'll just disappear moments after. But you always thought that those were sort of like people just making up something funny at the bar, so you never really took massive note of it.
You know that story Craig used to tell? I don't think he was fucking around anymore. I think he really did.
Which one?
See
The
that
one
lady
where...
on the road. You know, a
What's-
lady on the road who offered him a
What
chest
he-
full of gold.
What did he called her something, didn't he? A leprechaun?
Yeah. It's really
Okay,
short.
so he must have, so you're saying he was a leprechaun?
No, but something like that. Leprechaun adjacent.
Leprechaun adjacent. Okay. What about a leper thingy? Okay, a leper. Got it. Yes, she was a leper.
That's a good one.
As
I'll
you
leave the
all
naming to you.
as you all sort of ponder what could have happened as you encountered Scruffy there, and you all continue onwards into your cart, you notice that all of your water skins feel a lot more full, and Strax, yours specifically, you realize that your water skin never feels empty again.
Oh man. It's
Your
just
water
like my
skin
bladder.
has you may change your water skin's name to a blessed water skin as long as you are in a place where you feel safe, which is considered the cart or a town. Your water skin will never empty.
Only while he uses it, or anyone?
Only while he uses it. But it won't just immediately empty in someone else's hands. So he just. But no, his water skin is now yes.
And then pour it into everyone else's mouth.
Functionally, this means that water is no longer an issue for y'all. But the point being is that because Rune, you get the sort of idea that because you offered this man water, he offered something in return.
Always trust man named Scruffy.
And as you all continue onwards, we're going to call that for session one.
Only man I trust is named Easy Pete.
Oh, don't worry, Easy Pete's coming up.
New NPC name. No.
or his older brother, Difficult Pete.
I'm calling it now. Scruffy shows up again.
Moderate Pete.
I'm having trouble playing Staszrich as good, but an asshole. Because I keep wanting to be
You'll
the
get
ass.
used to it.
Yeah, I keep wanting to be the asshole instead of the good.
Oh, really?
Because I'm just
You want to be the asshole? Interesting.
yeah, I know.
Tell me about that.
Strange character twist. I know, but imagine if I had a character who was a dick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the twist?
And you're totally not playing
Altruist.
in real life, not based in
But
real
I
life.
saved Samson, and that's all that fucking counts.
You did save Samson.
And me. You've really loaded up on your excuse to be a dick for a while now.
Yes,
You
I
got your good
saved.
deeds in early.
Oh, and I also made fun of Andy's arm like a million times.
You're just trying to be truthful and,
That's what I'm trying to play him off as, is that he's just brutally honest, but he's a good person deep down. But it doesn't come off that way. No. I should have offered him water.
Yeah, that's the only contradictory part so far. Otherwise,
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, no, I should have offered him water, and I should have, but no, I didn't.
What? No, good people can have things that they aren't, good towards.
Drug
And you just
addiction.
need people named Scruffy.
I am not addicted to specifically people named Scruffy.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't shown any evidence to the contrary.
That is fair.